well, I technically brought it up. It's about ready to say I don't want to go that far because we're starting Firefly. But yeah.
Pussy.
By the way, this is my favorite episode.
I thought you said on the episode.
Yeah, I thought whatchamacallit was your favorite episode. The Shindig.
One of my favorite, but this one is my more favorite. I have to pimp for you. Hold on.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Go ahead, Gryffen. Keep talking.
Okay, well, the last thing is...
Explain to us how cleavage and boobies are conservative and Christian values.
Oh, no. Okay, Carl, I thought you were trying to say that. No, okay. Just going by scripture, it never says you need to, it just says dress modestly. Don't dress to the point where you entice people. Okay. Now, because some things people can try to interpret it any other way, but dressing nice, dressing pretty, showing off a little bit. I've studied into it. We're talking like, well, bluntly, what a whore would wear. Okay, don't dress like that.
Hi, Kat. But other than talking about that,
okay.
Nerd went over and didn't give me all the fucking links, so now I have to go search.
Oh, did you find them? Because I can send them real quick if you still need it. Do you have it now? Are you okay?
I will have to do now. I found it. No worries.
Are you sure? Because I can be all right. Fucking crybaby. Yes, that's fucking. The first time, the only damn time I don't spoon feed her absolutely every aspect of promoting this show easily and into her inbox. She's like, "Oh my fucking god!"
You have to treat her like she's a blonde.
Treat me like I'm a baby.
That's accurate. That's pretty accurate too. About the same, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty accurate. I would say that's accurate.
And just to wrap up, I said the quick three changes which happened in England. So one was about tearing down churches, putting up mosques.
No more dogs.
2 was no more dogs. Number 3, since the Home Office can't seem to control Amelia, they're not trying to say any posts made in England about Amelia is now a crime. It's a hate crime, and you will be arrested, just like, well, anyone else.
What's Amelia?
You're not familiar with Amelia?
No, because it sounds gay.
Oh, no.
Amelia's great. Amelia's great. We're going to play. So there's a game. So let me give you her a quick backstory on this real quick. So, because if I let you give the backstory, we'll be here for another 45 minutes. So there was this game that got put out by the UK government that was essentially racism bad. These people are bad. It was basically like a re-education video game is essentially what it was. Right. And if you don't like immigrants and if you want England for the English, you're a racist and all this other stuff. Well, the character that represents the racist, evil, bad people in the game is Amelia. And she's this purple haired. I mean, it's not exactly like the greatest graphics. It's a government game. But I guess for a block figure, you could consider her attractive. And obviously the AI and the internet has done wonderful things with her base character. And so now she has become a rallying point for essentially conservative, traditional.
Not just conservative.
But I mean, like, okay, you didn't let me finish.
Go ahead.
Conservative, like traditional British kind of like patriots, right? People that are like, hey, I don't want these Muslims tearing down our 5,000-year-old, or 5,000. I mean sarcastic, but 5,000-year-old cathedrals and stuff like that. So it's like, it's one of them situations where it's like, you don't want that. And it's like, oh my God, you're a racist Islamist phobe. I'm like, no, I just don't want them tearing down a 3,000-year-old piece of history and art and stuff to build their fucking mosque where they're going to take their shoes off and walk around in there with their dirty, stinky feet on and like scream like 6 times a day. Some fucking siren I got to hear. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So those evil people have taken her into like this whole rallying cry thing now. And it's absolutely hilarious. So it's like that. And it's like the biggest backfire in the world because it's like they turned British government brainwashing, re-education propaganda into like this rallying cry for English patriotism. And it's hilarious.
What if I could told you, I can't make this quick. Jesse doesn't think so. What if I could told you Amelia could speak for herself in just 2 minutes. I'll give you the link right there.
She's cute. Here we go. I love what AI has been doing with this.
That's the link. This is the link that started it all, really started it all off. The one I just posted. This is from about 2 months ago. And the classic thing is they're trying. The people are condemning it. The person who came with said, "Listen, all I did is I went into Grok, told Grok, hey, search everything from the Pathways game, which Amelia says and believes. Then you become Amelia and you give a messaging." So he said, "No, you don't understand. I honestly did. This is your Amelia from your game."
Yeah, this is. We're just gonna everybody turn your cameras off. Just let this play. Turn your camera off, Sunker. We'll just let this play.
Okay.
This will be part of your flex. Just because Gryffen brought this up, and it's fabulous. And then I promise.
She's hot.
Well, like I said, this is what like AI did with her. This is what AI did with their base character. And like she's traditional British figure. She's small, not exactly like some bodacious thing you'd think of it. Like if it was an American chick, this is like a British kind of standard chick. I would say slightly prettier than the average. Anyway, sorry, I'm not trying to be mean to my British.
She's hot, if you ask me. Okay, just saying.
Yeah, well, yeah, and she's also an AI generation. Stop.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm English. And I love England. I like having fish and chips and a pint at the local pub. I like Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork sausage and dogs and fashion.
Haram! Haram!
But I don't like that. Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan, the mayor, is London, mate, not Afghanistan or Star Wars.
I'll get it, man.
Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs. Sod off, tacky wankers. The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
That's right, miss. What have I done, officer? You've tweeted rudely, and you're under arrest.
Curry is fine, but we have several recipes already. We don't need 2 million Indians here to make it for us. There are 50 Islamic nations in the world. Muslims don't need to be on our island. They want to conquer it. The government says it must be this way. That doesn't make it right, does it, Robin Hood? These dragons that threaten our England won't go away unless brave knights rise up to slay them. Or did all the British bloodlines with any bollocks get killed off in World Wars I and II? Englishmen, it's your country, and it's being taken from you. Chav, posh, doesn't matter. We're already all in this together. I don't want this to be the future of the women of England, and I'm sure the women of Iran and Afghanistan didn't want it either. Your ancestors beat the Spanish Armada, Napoleon, and the Nazis. Surely you can handle welfare tourists. History will record what you do or don't do. Get cracking, lads. Love, Amelia.
Yeah.
Fucking hell! Oh my god, I love her.
Yes,
I knew you'd love that.
She is the villain of the game. If you support halfway the game, if you can do like, because there's interactions, you do 5 pro interactions with her, you agree with her, you have to go back to re-education.
That's what a concentration camp is. That's a re-education camp.
That's what the UK's tax dollars paid for, is a government propaganda re-education game. That's what they're spending money on over there.
That's insane. Like, how in the world do you make something that's so fucking amazing? And she has that colored hair, so you would expect just like, but no, she's actually
right. You'd expect her. I don't know why they made her hair purple, because you'd expect her to be some like liberal person on their side. But yeah, no, that it also made it once again say that, hey, we really don't care about the color of your hair. It's just the crazy that comes behind it. And this one's kind of based. It's like we love Gal, green-haired anti-liberal. We love her.
It's when we don't care. We'll call it. It's if you dye it nicely. It's the hack jobs are like, okay, that's obvious.
But also just
sarcasm.
I love that they called out the fucking the gang raping that occurs, and that if you do anything to stop them, the police will stop you first. It's bull.
Fantastic, sarcastic. I am right there with you. Whew, she's hot.
The auntie in her harbor.
Oh, y'all are ridiculous. I can't. You degenerates, all of you. I can't take you anywhere. I swear. I love it. Yeah. So that was what took the internet by storm a couple of weeks ago. And it was funny. So yeah, so that could be a fun game for you to stream, Sunker. You could play Pathways at some point. I'll send you the link for it.
That does mean I meet in England. If you go to England, you just committed a crime. Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
No, I'm
once
not
again
joking.
why I live in America. Also south of the Mason-Dixon line. So it's like I'm like extra American down here.
Like there, one of her sent you like I guess it was an AI picture of her, but can you imagine that being like in the post-apocalyptic, in the dystopian future, someone fights against the power? It's just like you would have that character be there.
I'm fine with that.
And she's super great because she looks like everything you would have as like the stereotypical like boss bitch, but she's also classy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm expecting quite a few I'm surprised. I mean, I haven't seen any go around yet, but I'm expecting quite a few cosplayers out of that one.
Oh yes, sir. And yes, Hasahapa is right. You see, there was a really, really, really bad ending. They rewrote the game so you can't have the really, really bad ending. The really, really bad ending. You marry
is that when you kick all the Muslims? Oh,
you
marry her.
And you marry her.
Fuck yeah!
Oh.
Fuck yeah!
Well, that's okay. There's already got to be like a whatchamacallit, an emulated version that's got the original ending in it. Yeah, or they got that ending put back in it. I'm sure there is. That's the one we need to find and play.
I want to marry my trad English fish, okay?
Right. Total English trad wife, like waifu. I like that. Everyone's like, yeah, waifu, English waifu. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what that is. I love that. It's a trad English waifu. And all it took was, and like I said, like, once again, it reminds me of that old hymn, God turns everything evil for good, right? They tried to make this propaganda tool to brainwash kids playing this game, right? Because that's what they were going to use it for, right? This is going to be an educational tool for like middle school and like elementary age kids. I guarantee you that's what it was going to be used for. Right. And so it's like, but it completely and totally backfired. And this is what I love about the beauty of the internet. The internet is undefeated. Like culturally, the internet always eventually catches up. The internet always catches on. They're faster and smarter than you. And as long as we can keep some segment of the internet free in Western civilization, they're not going to be able to stop the ultimate freedom that all of this stuff is going to give us. And that's why I think you see such a massive lockdown, such a massive clampdown, because they know we're at the precipice right now with the way technology is advancing, how quickly things are going, how even much easier information is now because of the AI chat bots, whether it be Grok or Chat GPT. You can literally learn and reference and check and then double check and triple check with other bots. And you can check with Google all in like 5 minutes to find out whether or not something is true. What's the best process to do something? What are some good design specifications for something if you want to build something on your own? Like, we're at the point where we don't really need the system anymore. And once we don't need their industrial system where we can do so much of this on our own, they've lost. And we're at that point now. And I think that's why all the brainwashing and everything else has gone completely and totally off the rails, because they know they're out of time. They played their hand way too soon, and too many people have woken up way too fast from the Matrix, and farms are dying everywhere. To use a Matrix reference, farms are dying everywhere, and they can't stop it. And so they're just trying to patch the bleeding, and it's too little too late. And like I said, it makes me, I always go back to wondering how long it's going to take for England. But like, it's a lot of the other places. Like, if we can just keep them at bay for a little bit longer, we come out of this on the other side on top, and they can't stop it. So maybe that's just me being the internal optimist, but I love it.
Dead Punk, I will absolutely arm wrestle you for her. I want her on my team. I will go lesbian for this bitch. She's too perfect.
Whoa. Wow. And that's why AI girlfriends will be the end all breeding competitions.
Unker, I got good news for you. In Pathways, they made sure you're they them, so you well, basically what I'm getting to is you can choose to be boy or girl, and yes, the outcome is the same.
But yeah. I'm totally into this. They turned me into a lesbian. How did this happen?
Dude, the British government at least accomplished one thing they wanted to do. Take one more factor out of the breeding population situation. No more white people. They only want the Muslims with the retardation IQ level IQs to breed. So yeah, it'll work out great. Which is why we love Firefly, boys and girls, because with a ship and a crew, if you can keep it running, you are truly free. So boys and girls, the Ballad of Drifting Free. Let's get started.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot.
What are you doing?
Huh?
You can't play that, stupid. It'll get us copyright claimed.
Oh.
Here, use this one instead.
Okay. Take me out where the black don't blink, past the coral world like the stink of ink. We're a ragged crew on a rusted keel, chasing freedom's goals with a turn of the wheel. No gov, no chain, no stations call, just the dark and the dark for all. Out in the void where the stars don't care, we drift like smoke on the thin, cold air. 5 souls bound by a wandering vow to live untaxed and to die. They're sunk or maiden, sharp as a blade, judges your worth by the shows you've played. One eye on the screen, one eye on your soul. Trash feeds trash, she says, and that's how we roll. She'll quote you a line from a band, oh real, then damn your heart if the laugh ain't real. Out in the void where the stars don't care, broadcast truth through the static mist. Every port, every rock, every moonlit bar. Here's the signal hum like a steel guitar. He trades in facts that the core won't print, and the price is blood, but he never flinches a hint. Mrs. Common Nerd sips tea from a cracked old mug, sneers at the drunks while the sitcom shrugs. She'll mock your flash and quote every frame, knows the laugh track's fake but loves it the same. Her scorn's a shield, her comfort's a glow, hypocrisy's warm in the deep black snow. Out in the void where the stars don't care, wise on the engine's hum, scores of history under his thumb. He'll weigh your quarrel with a date and a name, then decide a war that ended the same. Very sunrise, cold as the void, his verdict's final and never annoyed. Common nerd rants till the bulkhead shake, patching the hole with curses and tape. He swears at the nav, he swears at the fuel, keeps the whole damn ship from playing the fool. His fury's a glue, his panic's a spark without his mad roar. We we'd all go dark. Out in the void where the stars don't care, we drift like smoke on the thin cold air. Five misfit hearts on a lawless run, free till the black claims every last one. Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
That was a good one.
I mean, whatever works, right? How are we doing tonight, boys and girls? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Just with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things either way, common sense lens. And welcome back to another wonderful edition of Is It Good, boys and girls? The Firefly edition, where we review this wonderful Joss Whedon series, one of the sci-fi epics that gained an absolutely insane cult status after it got taken off the air. Boys and girls, this is something that was shared around at cons. It was whispered about in dark corners and alleyways, and of course, water cooler was always a good spot too. This thing was literally everywhere and literally changed the way of the landscape of the way television shows are rated, reviewed, and decided as to whether or not they are renewed. So despite our lack of getting anything more than one season and a movie where they did the best they could with all things considered, boys and girls, if nothing else, the sacrifice of the future of Firefly did literally change the landscape of how television is done. So if nothing else, I guess at least came out something positive out of all of that. So we're going to have a grand old time, boys and girls. We've got another one of our dear sweet Sunker's favorite episodes. We have Ariel tonight, so that should be some fun. We are a little short on a guest this evening, but that's okay. Maybe I need to remember to always send the link to Stuck in New York whenever Handy's not here. I always forget, and I feel bad about that because I can only message him over on Pilled. But it's one of them situations where it would be a lot of fun. But yeah, so Handy's there. You know, we might see who Tiny shows up. Gryffen's hanging out and lurking somewhere back in the background, boys and girls, which is always exciting and terrifying. But there he is. But what we do have on our schedule, as always, my partner in crime, my literally, the person I like to torture and drag around and somehow have forced to get attached to me for all of these review shows, Sunker Maiden, the tits that make the show popular. How are you, my dear?
It's the wonderful relationship of a sadist and a masochist working together.
I mean, those are generally the best power couples, right? Like, isn't that how that normally goes on?
We're great.
The beatings will continue until morale improves. Well, I never want morale to improve then. Okay, all right, this is how this goes. My arms will just get stronger, whatever, it's fine.
Will continue as morale improves.
Yeah, the beatings will continue as morale improves. There you go. I like that. That'd be a much better one for a t-shirt.
The joke
how are you, Sunker? Yes, go ahead, Gryffen. Make your joke.
Made a mistake. So once they get back to the honeymoon suite, the sadist throws on the throne and says, "Beat me, beat me, beat me." And the masochist grins and says, "No."
But that's the most blue balls I've ever had in my life, sir. I'm doing good, by the way. Had a pretty rough day today at work. Hopefully, but today's going to be a good day in the end because this is by far one of my favorite episodes. I say fantastic, sarcastic, poking a fucking bear, and War Stories is objectively better than Ariel. But I love the hell out of Ariel because of some shit that goes on.
Well, and this is exactly what we've talked about with the whole Star Wars thing. Yes, Empire Strikes Back is the technically superior movie. The Last Jedi, or not the last, fuck me, Jesus. Return of the Jedi
I was about ready to
is
say.
still my favorite. So it's like, I get it. Yes, I will agree with you from a technical aspect. War Stories is probably better than Ariel, but it's Sunker's favorite. Just like the Mrs. Reynolds episodes are some of my favorite. Do I know they're arguably not the best? Absolutely. But my God, I'm always going to say that episode's my favorite if that chick's in things. Like, it's just how it's going to go. Like, the only reason I watched season 1 of Mad Men was to see that. So it's like, okay. But yeah, sorry, Sunker, continue. I got too excited.
Oh, no, that's fine. No, I'm really excited. This is where a lot of things come to mind, and there's one line in there that I'm going to really call out once it's been said. I'm like, hey, remember this previous episode? This changes the context of that previous episode away a lot. So
well, that's just one of the things that I've talked about since the beginning is how much payoff we get for something that's been set up earlier
season
on.
1.
Yeah, just in season 1 alone. I mean, hell, with Moffat, sometimes we had to wait for 3 seasons to get a payoff. Talk about fucking blue-balls. Jesus.
Fucking damn it. I'm just remembering, like, don't worry, we're setting so much things for season 2. It's like, can something happen season 1, please? Something?
Right. Yeah. Sounds
tired of talking in fucking hallways.
Oh, we'll have
Bueller.
something. We'll end the season finale with a black screen which says the end. I'm really being a sadist tonight.
All right. So, speaking of bad jokes, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Gryffen. What's up, you historical nerd?
Just day by day. We'll just leave it at that. We're okay over here. And yeah, thank you for letting me show up. Hope you're doing better.
Yeah, we're surviving. Sometimes that's all you can do. Sometimes that's all you can do. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun, boys and girls. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. But as per a friendly usual reminder out there, because of all of YouTube's silly, ridiculous little systems over there, please join us on one of our alternative platforms out there. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, the green machine of Rumble, of course, but you also have your alternatives like Kick, Pill, Twitch, excuse me, sorry, X, aka the artist for the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. So all of those kind of fun things are places you can do and hang out, but there's only certain places we'll see your chats, but most of those are out there. I've got pulled out. So speaking of alternative platforms, SM Jameson, our only member of the Nerd Herd over on Pilled. I need to say that when other people are over there in the Pilled chat so I can shame them. Very fine member of the Nerd Herd over there. It says, haram! There you go. And of course, gives us our wonderful display picture of Sunker. Thank you, buddy, for our wonderful sticker of Sunker over on Pilled. Absolutely fabulous, my friend. All right, let's go jump into all of the fabulous folks over there on the YouTube and the Rumble side. There you go, Jameson. I see you. Thank you for the Pepe Frog. And of course, this eccentric, I can't highlight him, but he did come in first. Always good to see you, this eccentric. He's always excited for the Firefly shows. Dude's here in the chat with bees waiting. Like, he's excited. I love it, and it's fabulous. He's always the first one in the chat. I love it. John Washburn, good to see you, John. Says hail all, and I apologize, John, for not getting any videos out this week outside of the Monday one, because John's always out there commenting on videos, and I appreciate it. But yeah, this week's been kind of crazy, so I appreciate you. Good to see you, John. Good to see you. The fantastic sarcastic. Speaking of which, instead of dressing provocatively, has Sunker tried having a good personality? Now, see, that would require work, sarcastic, and she's too busy working and drinking herself to death. So like she doesn't have time to work on an actual personality, buddy. Yeah, no, you just get tits are easier. Tits are easier. And that's what the Lord blessed her with. So if nothing else, she's working with what she's got. She's working with her natural assets. Shall we say?
Or they sag.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, look, the Lord gave her tits, not a personality, man. You can only ask for so much. Like, God works miracles, but come on, man. Not everything can be a perfect 10. Okay. Not everything can be a perfect 10.
God made us all imperfect. Mine was just my brain.
There you go. There you go. Oh, Dead Punk Gage. What's up, buddy? British waifu alert. That's right. Yeah. I know everybody was going to love that. That was a great little thing. I didn't mind bringing that one up. It is. There you go. That's fair too. Jameson face is pretty nice too. That's fair too. That's fair too. She does have a pretty face as well. She's not just all tits. Just mostly. There we go. Let's see who else we got out there. Hasahapa, another fine member of the nerd herd, says, I heard they patched pathways to change gens. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier. That's freaking wild. But of course they did. Of course they did. Yeah, North Korea is famous for their re-education camps, right? Right. Oh, sorry, boys and girls. Some new weather's blown in.
When they tormented that one boy and went over and made him brain dead.
Oh my God, that's insane. That's insane. There's this eccentric. Oh yeah, that's why you don't live in places. That's why it's just like There's a whole other tirade of things I could get onto right now because trust me, there are certain things in interference. There are certain geopolitical things. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's okay. I don't normally agree with letting the CIA just kind of do their thing, but in certain situations. Hey, look, there's Sunker over on YouTube. Says, hell yeah, all our message. There you go. She's ready to go. She's ready to go. She's got thick arms, buddy. You got thick arms. You got to watch out. If she can lift up. Giggity. Well, Sunker, you got to try. You can't just be giving things like that away for free. Come on now. People will pay for that. Come on now. Don't go offering him things like that for free. Holy shit. Loverdo Sync, what's up, buddy? That's right. Who cares about those limey Brits? That's right. I worry about all the history of it. Like, I'm waiting. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm literally waiting for the headline that says somebody either pulled it off or attempted to bomb Stonehenge. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, that's the kind of shit that they've done in other countries. Like, why would we not expect that to happen over there? Like, Big Ben gets fucking, terrorized and has all of its windows smashed in and spray painted. And I don't know what the fuck else they would do or what they would be able to get away with considering how heavily guarded all that shit is. But like something like that, like, you know what I mean? What is it? Fucking some park ranger guard in England over there out there at night? Like, what are they going to do? So like that's kind of the shit. That's what I worry about. I hate losing history, right? Because I love history, especially ancient history and stuff like that. So I hate that kind of stuff. And so that's the only. I care more about the country they're in than I do the actual. Is that rude? I don't know. Maybe not. But I appreciate. I love you. I love you, Loverdo.
No,
I
love to give you.
He brings out the worst in me.
To give you a dystopian view of that, they'll go over and make Big Ben play chimes specifically for the Muslim thing of prayer.
Oh God, yeah, for the prayer, call the prayer bullshit. They would. Rob.
I was about
Rob
to say, reminded you, it was 2 years ago. There was a group of activists which drove their way past. There is actually a small but strong fence around Stonehenge. They drove through it, and they launched orange paint bombs at Stonehenge. They had to scrub it off, and the reason why is, this is to protest oil.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one.
I see your look on your face. It's like, wait, Stonehenge. Throwing that orange paint. I mean, not just a little bit. It splattered, the larger ones, it splattered across 4 of those. It took a week of actual scouring to get the stuff off.
Yeah, and that's actually the
permanent damage.
Just those stones have already been through enough, and I wish we had them back in like pristine to know what the fuck it was for.
But it's one of them situations where it just shows you that these people are not sane, rational individuals. You are not dealing with the average individual that you can have a conversation with. These people are insane. They're evil. They're agents of the devil, evil, whatever you want to call it, agents of chaos. That's what they are. They are rabid fucking dogs that have been released out into the world. Well, you know what you got to do with a rabid dog. Did I say that out loud?
Oh, yeah. No wonder they don't like dogs. We know how to deal with bad ones.
There you go.
Are you saying you collect and spade and neuter them? Just
Well,
Well, it's free transition surgery.
Shout out to Bob. Where's Bob Barker? We need you. Have you had your immigrant spade and fuck? That's God. That's
too dark, bro. You're leaving your fucking channel.
Dear God. I'm not in a good place for things like this right now. Let's get to Firefly. Cool Frog. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see
I
buddy.
did cause you to say that though, so I take.
Yeah, it's all Griffin's fault. Don't blame me.
Take down
I'm
Griffin's
blaming my
channel.
co-host. I'm blaming my co-host. It's all his fault. He's a bad influence. This is the kind of right ring rabbit holes that YouTube drives you down. It all starts with Griffin. Yeah, exactly. As Griffin calls it. The Devastator 5319 says, "Howdy, everyone. Howdy, Devastator. Another one of our fine members of the Nerd Herd. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you." That's a messed up thing to say. It is John Washburn. It really is. Devastator says, "God gave me a penis and a brain, but not a blood run both." It's bullshit, dude. It's bullshit. Melissa Smith, what's going on, sister? Glad to see you. Good to see you.
Is that if that's true, look at it this way. At least you can have one of them working at a time. There's some people who can't get either working.
There you go. Hey, there you go. That's a good point. Have your commies spayed and neutered, more like it. There you go. Yeah, because you can decide not to be a commie anymore. So there you go. There you go. Yeah, no, I'd be brought up on charges. They'd drag me out of my house kicking and screaming in front of my children if I lived in the United Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Or Canada.
100%.
Canada, you get jail time for that shit.
This is true too. Which once again, yeah, shout out to Alberta and the Western provinces. But yeah, all right, boys and girls. I know it's Thursday, so that's okay. We'll have more folks coming in later as things go on.
Had a quick thought.
But let's what?
You were saying about the Western provinces considering leaving Canada, and we're watching Firefly, so they're separatists.
Yes, they're the independents. They're literally the independents. They're the independents up there.
I've heard that.
Maybe they're working on it. They're going to be the independents. I love it. So speaking of that, boys and girls, let's see. I'll give you an option, or we can do both. It's up to everybody out there. But Out of Gas was obviously an incredible episode last week. We had an absolute blast of that one. That's such an intense and incredible episode. So either way, up to you. If you're afraid you can't help yourself with spoilers, you can always talk about Out of Gas last week, or you could talk about your expectations for Ariel, kind of some general ideas of what you remember, why you might like it so much, all of those kind of fun things. Since I normally don't have anything to say because these two are always so good at breaking everything down so well, it's actually just Gryffen Sunker sucks ass. I love it. Out of Gas is an incredible episode. We had a blast with that one. Ariel is not one that I remember quite as well, which I want to leave it at that because I'm not going to try to remember too much because I like that, because normally we'll jump 5 minutes in the episode and then I'll remember absolutely everything from the beginning to end because that's normally how it goes. That's how my memory gets jogged. But Out of Gas is so much fun. I love all of that. That's like, I talked about it last week a lot extensively on the Rumble edition of the site, which you guys can always catch the extended version of the show over there in the replay and all that kind of stuff. So if you're catching this whenever, on any of the platforms out there, it was just like, that's like the perfect way. I've never seen origin stories done so well, except for in Out of Gas. Like, that is one of those ones where it doesn't feel overdone. Nothing's overplayed. They don't go on for too long about anybody. It smoothly transitions from the main story that you're dealing with in the current timeline, and also doing a really good job of going back. And then the ability to like place those moments within the ship to where everything lines up with this. I mean, the amount, you have one of two options. Either Josh Whedon and his writing team are just absolutely had the Lord's muse so far up their rear end that they had the God's glory just spitting out of their mouth, their eyeballs, their ears, their nose, and obviously their fingertips when they were writing this stuff. Or this was one of the most well planned out and executed stories that I think was probably ever done on television. And I mean, I know there's some other great shows out there that I'm sure we could probably go through and analyze at some point, but I can't think of anything else that I have seen and reviewed and watched again that was that well planned out. Every scene lines up, every bit it hits, every spot Mal falls, every place he ends up, all lines up with why he is there and exactly why it does it. And it is just an absolute masterclass in storytelling. And it just, and not to just spray Josh Whedon all over my face because I like the guy and his master storytelling. It's just like, that is, even if it's not just him, which it's never just anybody, right? There's always a group, there's always a team. Even Taylor Sheridan's got his tight little group of 2 or 3 writers that he likes to work with all the time, right? So there's always a team behind it. But my Lord in heaven, talk about just a group of geniuses that came together to be able to lay something out that well and make it all interesting all the way through, cared about everybody, loved seeing all of it. Like, just to be able to see that done so well is just absolutely amazing. And so I'm excited to get into Ariel tonight. That's enough of me blowing Josh Whedon for Out of Gas. I'll stop now before I make all of you throw up. But speaking of things that won't make you throw up, Sunker Maiden, what do you think? What do you think of everything? Give your assessment.
I can't say anything more than what you already did for Out of Gas. It's a superb episode, just both from the feels you get from watching it, as well as just the technical, how everything was technically done. I can't add on any more to the Sunday of which you went over provided, sir. This one isn't as technical, but none of the other episodes are as technical as Out of Gas. It's why it's a near perfect episode. This one is going to be very interesting, and it plays around with an old trope, I would say, and it kind of allows certain characters into different spotlights you wouldn't expect them to be. Let's leave it at that.
Excellent. That's a good tease, Sunker. Well done. Well done. No, that's perfect. Gryffen, my dear friend, give us your spicy thoughts.
No, but I am going to stay focused here instead.
Okay.
Sorry, spicy thoughts are not thinking about Amelia. They'll just leave it at that.
Okay, all right. We've moved on from the English. Stop it.
Well, I was going to say Amelia.
Sunker's like, I wonder if I should dye my hair purple and get me one of them little.
No, she didn't have to because it was Amelia and Sunker.
All right, stop it. Carry on, you dirty old man. Stop it, Professor.
Okay, well, to summarize about Out of Gas, like more or less repeating what I said last time. One of the big things I appreciate about Out of Gas is that it is both linear storytelling and yet not. As both Sunker pointed out, there are 3 stories, really. I mean, people think the flashbacks. No, all the flashbacks are the one story too. But you got 3 stories going on. You've got what caused the catastrophe. You've got the story with Mal. You've got the flashbacks. They weave in together. This has been something I fought against. I understand why a lot of people don't like flashbacks, don't like prequels, don't like anything. They want to just go forward. And yes, that is unless you're a master at writing, you go forward. That's just the way it is. That's a part. But those who understand stories realize history in the past does weave. It's not just what happened before. It will weave in directly into now. And Out of Gas just nails it perfectly because, as I pointed out, how it ends in time, it actually, the last moment is further back and past than all the show. All of it. And yet, because a lot of people say, oh, anything which involves a prequel or, flashback is a tragedy or, it's going to be sad. No. That's when you see Serenity for the very first time, and it is uplifting. You went back the furthest you could go. And it's like, no, this is hope. This is joy. This is freedom. If you know what you're doing, and if you know how to weave in a story, you have to understand the world, but you have to understand the characters, how they would actually act and think. He nailed it without a guess. Ariel, this brings new dimensions. I'm not going to spoil too much, but yeah, there's a lot of characters. I'm going to say, well, technical spoil just a little bit. Simon, we now get to see Simon step to the fore.
Mm-hmm.
Simon's going to be a very important part of this story, and you're going to see him as a stronger character, literally. That's about as much spoiling as we're going to get, although there's a lot of things in the past, other episodes, if you weren't paying attention, you're going to miss. And if you recall, there's one episode, I think it's Bushwhack, the one.
Yeah, that was the one.
I said there are 3 things I want to point out when a certain episode comes. I'm going to ask some questions. This is the episode.
All right.
We're done.
As to build off of a little bit before we jump over to Ariel and say goodbye to the YouTube. I like that you brought that up, where what the end of the episode is actually Mal seeing Serenity for the first time, seeing his ship for the first time. And that speech he has at the beginning is the hope he has in that little speech he's telling to Zoe. You can see that a little bit echoed amongst Wash, amongst Kaylee, in all of their origins as they're getting introduced to the ship. I'm not so sure. Oh, wait, actually, you know what? With Jade, yes. Also, Jade also. He's going to get his own bunk.
Yes, it is about freedom. Serenity is Jesse pointed out in particular. The thing about Serenity, the verse is so big. Yes, it'll be hard. It'll always be hard. But if they can keep Serenity going, they can always be one step ahead.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I love it. I love it. It's why it's my favorite universe. Everybody's like, "What's your favorite sci-fi or what's your favorite fictional universe?" Firefly. Jared Dufour, good to see you, buddy. Says bonjour. Just bonjour, Jared Dufour.
I also hope you feel better, Jared.
Yeah. We were praying for him on the Bible study on Sunday, so hopefully he's doing better.
Hello, your average Patriot nerd.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Your average Patriot nerds is listening on my way home. Coming, nerd. Good to see you. Glad you made it in, your average Patriot nerd. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, all righty. There you go. You also enjoyed the Serenity film. There you go, Jared Dufour. Good to hear it. Good to hear it.
Spoilers.
Oh, I know, right? A spoiler.
To go over and also know how Firefly was beloved after they started pumping up the Serenity film, and they were like, no, we can go do Serenity, we're gonna do a film and everything. They did one of those table, they're on a stage and they'll go sit there and they answer questions and shit like that. I believe that's what went over and happened, and they got a standing ovation, and one of the guys like, what was that? The other was like, that was fame.
That's awesome. That's funny. That is great. That's okay. I love Arby's, your average Patriot nerd. We've only got one in the entire town, and it's only nothing's more than 15 minutes away for the most part, but it's just that annoying 15 minutes. There's a lot of traffic stoplights between us and it, and it's no, it makes it feel so much longer than 15 minutes. So I hope you enjoy your Arby's, buddy. I hope you enjoy your Arby's.
Yes, indeed.
We have Arby's sauce in the fridge at the house. It's not quite as good because the stuff you get at the store for some reason is never as thick as the stuff you get at the restaurant. If anything, I would think preservatives would thicken things, but apparently it doesn't. It's good shit. I do.
Let's get started.
What'd you say, Gryffen? Gryffen?
Smith just said hey to everyone. And by the way,
yes, Melissa's always doing that. Oh, hey, Peter Venkman fan site. What'd you say?
Hello.
Gryffen, what'd you say?
Just saying hello to JR. Bonjour, mon ami.
Oh, yes. Arby's. See, that's right. Fan site is another lady of fine cultural tastes as well. I don't know what the Simpsons writers had an axe to grind with Arby's back in the 90s, but my God, man, I don't know what the hell you people were thinking about those curly fries, that roast beef, that sauce. Come on now, cheddar. Come on, what's wrong with you people? See, hey, there you go. Just got some coupons. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Coupons have sucked lately. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even going to give you a tease. All we're going to do is show you what we're looking at here. Right? Watch this. This is what there you go. You get colors. You get some stars.
Here's how it is.
There you go. That's what you get. That's all you get because the copyright system is insane over on YouTube. It is absolutely insane. So fan site, if you have, here, I'll drop one real quick. I know fan site just got here, so I'll drop one real quick. But if you're over on, if you're over on the YouTube side, there, I just dropped the link for the Rumble. There you go. Fan site beat me. Fan site literally read my mind. There you go. Now they charge for the cheddar. It happens. Cheese is expensive.
Please join us on Rumble. You don't even have to just follow the link. You can just join in as a guest and no ads.
That's right. And no ads. Well, if you're watching from the if you're watching from your whatchamacallit account, no, there'll be ads. You don't get ads though if you're a member, which by the way, I forgot to talk about all of that fun stuff, boys and girls. As always, it's the evening streams. We appreciate you guys. So Dabs, Sunker, Dancing Babies, Dancing Sunkers, Sunker and Plaid, all of those, Kathy, Gryffen, if you guys are really evil, direct donations are obviously very much appreciated. We're always kind of behind the ball. 8 Ball on rent. So, but the check has been sent in. It will clear. It just puts us in the negative. So if you guys want to help us get out of the hole, direct donations are a fabulous way to do all of that kind of stuff. So check out the pinned link over on the chat, over on Rumble. And we appreciate you. What will be? Good to see you, buddy. He says, hail, what will be? Glad you made it in over on the Rumble side. But yes, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you're over on YouTube, we appreciate you. Jack in the Box is good too. JR24. But boys and girls, everybody wave over at the YouTube side. So I've got a good marker as to know where we're leaving. Okay, there you go. That works out.
I actually do like you.
Bye, YouTube. We do like you. You just don't, your systems are busted. So
you gotta like us first.
That's right. That's right. All right. I think, have I waved yet? It's okay. There we go. I'm waving now. There we go. Bye. Oh, wait, there we go. Now we got Sunker waving. There we go. Gotta have the Geo effects first. There we go. All right. Wait, what did I say? Oh, shit. Did I say that out loud? Fuck. All right. Firefly.